Yeah, good day. Welcome to Martinez Design. In this tutorial, we are going to work on this elevation, do the work on a little bit on the sides, then finalize the fencing at the same time, create a gate and railing system at that point. So let's start with this to create a coping around this place. So you go to your west elevation. So at the west elevation, what we do now is to create a coping around the window wood around this place. So you click on architecture, modern in place. So from the modern in place, you click on work and case work. So I'm using this one, just call it, just leave it like that, case paint. So you can rename it if you choose to do so. So I'm using extrusion to work my. So I'm not picking anything, I just want to pick a plane of itself. So I drag around and choose the one that will select a rectangular position for me. So here I'm using rectangle to create that inner bond. So here is what I do, and I click to the downfield part. So close this place. So the next thing I do is that so I'm going to offset this by 100, and then you draw the way you did around this, and you draw the same thing around. So the half offset of this. So you can decide to now copy this before you conclude it, so that the element will be going on the line. So copy this from the middle and drop it in the middle. So escape, then the next thing is to finish. So as you finish now, you go to category of material. So you select that, and then you change the material formation. So since it's aluminium here, duplicate it, go to graphics and select, so that we select the appearance for you. So by the time you are changing this or update, it will automatically update itself. So if you want to do so, I want to use this ABC white. This is what I want, so I'm using that. So as I will allow it to update and say it's okay. Click OK. So I think that's my conclusion of this aspect of the window. So you can go to your 3D and see what you have done in that level. So here is too big, so before you exit, just reduce it to something like 100 as well, so it will come to number. So that is it. That is the beauty aspect. So the next thing we want to do is to work on the fencing. So I want to create a simple style for myself first before I conclude how I'm going to design this particular project. So now the best thing is that you use graphics to arrange that portion. So I'm going to remove this. I just want to use normal hidden line, so that I'll be able to see what I want to do at the same time of the shadow. So now I want to see by using annotate. That if I use that method, it will be so suitable for me. So I want to bring from this part now. I'm bringing this in. Okay. So the next thing is that I want to draw my attention on this. If I use this method, will you feel? So like offset again, let's say 120. So offset here, offset here, offset here, offset here. Good. I think it's okay. I don't need to go further. I've seen what I needed to see. It will be suitable for the design of which I want to do. I'm going to be the beauty of that elevation out for me. So I'm removing this while I concentrate on the board experiment. So now go to your level 1. Yeah, at the level 1 now I'm going to use this and say model in place. So the model in place I'm going to use again. I'm going to call this one, I will call it gates and fencing. So get and fencing. So click OK like that. So from here now, what I need to do is to create the first aspect of it, which is called to the module iron, which is going to be at the center. So, and this is what I'm going to do at this junction. So here, let me measure it. So the middle point is here. Okay, which is definitely at this junction. So I'm going to highlight this one and say move. So take from this middle and drop it at this edge. So that is what you need to have. So from here now, you click finish, and this one will go. Then go and check it from the west. Then you drag it up. You drag it up again. So you drag it down. So that is the one for that. So whatever you want to create, you are going to create it from here. So the next thing is to create a sweep. At the sweep, I'm going to pick a sketch part. So select and you use these references as your home. You don't need to create another. So from here now, you create the parts that you want it to flow to. So let's say the middle point, I want to dictate it as well. I'm still going to delete that line. So here it's a middle point, isn't it? So I'm putting it in this way. So delete this one for me, then drag this one down. So what I need to do is to offset this a bit. So like 120, offset it without copy. So I think this one is what I need for now. So as I've done with this one, so I need to click finish. Then I will do edit provide level 4, and then this is what I need to create now. So at this junction, what I just need is the rectangle parts. So I'm going to create this now from the middle or something around it. So select and know the so 15, good. Then by 20 is not okay. Let's say 15 by 50. So that is what I need at the junction. So a little bit, I'm going to shift it in bit a little, or return it back so you see the entire design inside. So as you are done with that, now you can copy this now. Select and say copy from here, like 150, I think will be an option. Good. So as you are done here, copy now, you say copy in multiple. So you begin to pick them from there and drop it here, drop it here, drop it here. So drop it here. So see whether this one will work for you. Click and say okay. So go to celebration and see. So this is the pattern I want, and I think it works. So I'm going to conclude it to this point. So edit, say model in place, edit provide, go to level 1 and conclude what you need to conclude. So you click here and say move. If I've done here, continue, then continue. So you click finish. So if you finish like that, now you go to west and go and see. So this is what you've done. So at this junction now, what you need to do is to mirror it. So mirror this part for yourself. Good. So as you've done with the mirror, which is of this nature, so what you need next is to create what will connect them together. So how do you do that? You can still use this particular one to do that. So copy and say just one. So press that and you say edit in place. So edit in place that you're going to do now, you do say that this is gone, delete this guy. So you bring this into here at the middle. So drag them by reducing the size. Sorry, Ctrl search, drag them here, and you drag them there. So take it back a bit, and then you take it back a bit. So here you click finish. So when you click finish, see what it said. So is this what is meant for you? You can drag it up. It's a design process, so you need to like be creative in what you are doing. So if you don't like this pattern, you just need to do what? Edit it. Like this now, I don't like this pattern, so I just want to change the profile, and I will save from anywhere, north or east. Let's check it out. Bring it out for me. So I'm removing this, all this ambiguous something. Oh, let me make it to Ctrl search. So we leave 2 for it and remove this remaining one. So finish, then come to West Elevation and drag it down. So it will be like that. So that's what you have for me. I can now select this, or because this one did not have to the point I want it to, can stretch it a bit. So bring this one again. So I'm going to do what? Select this one now and change them to solid black. So copy this, edit the material. So click here and say duplicate. The graphics still remain, then select and change it here, and you say appearance here, library, then go to your meta. So aluminium black, I think that's what I want. So I'm not using anodized, aluminium black. So roughness, that is it. Reduce the roughness to blackness of it. So take it down, let it be more darker than expected. So that is what I want. So I'm going to leave it in that manner, and here I will just mirror everything by saying mirror in place. Good. So this one complete my fencing of this line. So I'm copying this one from here by taking it, a copy from here. Now I'm taking it here to stay. So at this junction, I just need to work the way I did in this place too. So from here I will remove the one that are not needed. So what are those ones that are not needed? Is like 1, 2, 3. So go to edit and go to profile and edit it in level 1. So you remove the last 3 of this position. So which is what? 1, 2, 3, and you delete it. So you click finish and say finish. So go to your west and see what you've done. So at this junction now you edit this one and you bring it back to where it's supposed to be. So reduce this. So that is the techniques of creating this one at this point. So as you've done with this now, the next thing for you to do is to work with the fencing segment. So how do you do that? I'm still going to use the same pattern. Copy this one and bring it inside here. Now this time around, I'm just going to drag it down and expand it, at the same time bring this one to another side of it. So like I did here, it is going to be like this. So I'm going to say edit in place and edit in place. I'm not going to touch much of the, so click finish and click finish. So can you see what I have here? So as I have this one here now, it is suitable for what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to conclude in this part is that I want to complete this design. So what I do, edit, then edit again, edit, then come to level. So here now you change this and start bringing what you need to bring into space. So click here, say copy. From here you drop it here, you drop it here as well. So now you remove these two and let the remaining two remain. So go to south west elevation and see what we've done. So the same thing you do here, you mirror it at this junction. So when you mirror this one, the concluding part of it, so this one will serve as pedestrian. So edit this one now and edit the profile, remove those unnecessary ambiguity that are there, so they're not causing delay to what you are doing. So remove this one and then you click finish. So at the time you click the finish, so you look at it from the, so you have your gate in place. So now you need some connection to have this. Edit this now and get your sketch right. So reduce this sketch to place it here and say finish, then finish. So those are the things you do. So look at it from 3D, then your gate design is firm and concluded. So you select all this at this function before you move. So you go back here and sift them in. So you say control, or no, because I don't want to save this particular one. So select from here to the end, then select this guy to the middle. So you say move at this move junction. So you select from here now and drop it in the middle here. So that's it. Come to this confuse and see what you've done. So this is what you are doing, you are able to do at this junction. So this is the pedestrian that we have created, and this is the style of the gate you have. So everything is right. So what you need to do is connect up from here to that point. And how you do that, go to your west elevation and you say create extrusion. No, just don't use extrusion, just use any of this one. So you did the concept. So say copy one, then edit sweep, edit sketch. So from here you drag this down, just change the pattern, and then you delete this to say finish, edit profile. So wherever you give them, you do it that way, and then from here you change the profile as it's not working with what you are doing. So this is another way of doing it. So you look at it from 3D and remove those ones that are not in line with what you are doing. So select them like this and delete. Just select them again and delete. So finish it here and see whether it works or not. Good. That is the nice things to do. So you're done with that. So go back to the west and see that okay, actually it is what I wanted. So you are concluding your evidence. Then you can click here now and say edit place. So if you want them to work according along this path, you work it out. So that is it in that area. So the next thing is that you can now copy this. So start your journey again from this point, draw it up again and have something like okay, they are connected together. Why? So that's level. So you click finish and that is it. So they are connected in that level. That is the gates and the gate pattern in which they are doing. So at this junction you are able to create what is meaningful, what is reliable. So that is the gate for you. That is the pattern in which you have done. So thanks for watching at this junction. In the next class we are going to do a lot of work by changing the pattern of the ground